Hello, hope you're well. Do you remember recently I did a homemade Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell? You're like a rainbow that you're about to eat. Or perhaps maybe you might remember the 8 desserts in one pan. One man, 8 desserts. Great film title. Well, today we're kind of doing one man, one pan, 4 Crunchwrap Taco Bell Supreme things. Does that work? Off the back of the cheesecake video, probably for a couple of years, I've been sent people like saying, "Barrett, please try and make this," which is effectively the Taco Crunchwrap Supreme, but in a sheet tray bake. So I've got 2 baking trays right here, which I'm gonna try and attempt. Can you see the tortillas there? But this is the thing, you divide it into sections. It's awesome. Can you see? It's gonna get like all wrapped. We've already got down a layer of tortillas like that. I actually bought 18 tortillas. I think I went crazy. You then put, see, that's the Crunchwrap. It has the corn shells on the top of it. And look, then you fold it over completely, weigh it down with a tray and bake it. And boy, it's basically gonna be potentially the most awesome thing ever. So today, I feel like having some fun. I've finally given in and I wanna give this a go. I've got 2 baking trays here of equal size ready for this battle. And boy, have we got a lot of cooking to do. Let's start with the chicken section. So it's telling me to get a pan, oil in, peppers. Now there's 4 sides to this, so I might not show you everything. I think you can probably hopefully get it. It's all about the construction today. And then the onions. I always try and work out, is that about an onion? No, that's about 1/3. There we go. Now honestly, if you never get frozen onions, they're a lifesaver. It saves you having to chop them up. And also herbs, they do loads of cool stuff in the freezer, and it's genuinely a little bit cheaper. He says after making an unnecessarily large 4 Crunchwrap Supremes in 1 tray. Of course. Beautiful, look at this. Oh, well, you can't look at it, but you know what I mean. So we now stick in our coriander, the lime. Oh my gosh, did I get some on the lens? Sorry, I'll check that in a minute. But if it's there, enjoy it. Feel part of the recipe. This is some rotisserie chicken, just shredded up and cooked. And taco seasoning, we're gonna be using a lot of this. So we'll just stir, oh look how calm and quiet it's gone. We'll just stir this together. Warming that all through, we'll stick that in a bowl just a minute, although I've got to say, I put so much taco seasoning in it, it looks more like a curry now, but it's definitely chicken. And I'm a big fan of like easing on the washing up, so I'm just gonna scrape this pan roughly, because we've now got to do a beef layer. Is it even a beef layer? It's more of a beef section, isn't it? A beef wedge, a beef portion, not a layer, because we stack, oh my gosh, I haven't got baking trays that high. Wow. So same pan, might as well, and the ingredients for it are quite similar. This is the beef layer, so a little bit of oil in the pan, and in goes my onions. We get those going first of all. We've got some beef mince. So obviously the chicken layer had chicken, we've now got beef. And instead of a red pepper, we've got tomato. Now, I don't really like, I actually used to hate tomatoes, but it's actually weird. Ever since I've started doing videos over the years, your taste buds do change. It's like how I've always said how I hate cheese unless it's melted. I think I'm slowly weaning onto some very mild cheeses like cheddar. Like, it's crazy. Still got the coriander, the other half of lime, and the taco seasoning, which makes me think, are we gonna dump that taco seasoning on there and it's gonna just end up looking just like the chicken? I don't know. What do you think? Onions and beef ready to party with the rest of it. But even just doing this scene right now, I'm getting deja vu. Except it's now beef rather than chicken. So I might as well get the lime juice. I did check, I couldn't see any splatter on there. Bloomin' love Mexican food, and when I did that homemade Crunchwrap Supreme before, honestly, that was so good. So with this sort of scale, it could be crazy. So now we push in the coriander and the chopped tomato. Now one thing I didn't understand, as we shimmy in that taco seasoning, look, a whole sachet, 25 grams. Like, I don't understand why it was 500 grams of beef mince and only 250 of chicken. Like, surely these sections have got to be even. The plot thickens. All right, just warming this through. It is looking amazing. I've got to say though, that I don't think there's anything that I can hate about this recipe. It's kind of like my dream. I love Mexican food. I just love the grabbiness of it. And of course, one of the next sections we're gonna do is a veggie section. Now, as a vegetarian, you might be like, okay, which section? If you make it, you can be very specific and go, I want that. But some of the juices could seep together, so it might put you off. For more of like a vegan diet, like if I was making this for Chloe, you probably just have to do their own like mini one in a tray just to be absolutely certain. So the next section is the veggie section. So 2 colours of the pepper and an onion going in, a little bit of oil, and on again it goes. And I did actually clean the pan out. That's basically because Phoebe is vegetarian, and if she does want to try some of this, I can show her that clip and say to her, look, you can eat this dinner, but whether she would just want to have like one little corner of it, it's up to her. This is really random, but these colours remind me of the Italia 90 World Cup football mascot logo thing. And it was called, I think it was called Ciao. I know that. I know some really, really random facts. I'm sure it's called Ciao. This is quite the strange thing about this one now. So rather than adding in another packet of taco seasoning, it's told me to get some cayenne, cumin, and paprika, which actually randomly is the main ingredients in taco seasoning. So I don't know why it's telling me not to just adding another taco seasoning sachet. In goes those spices, but also a shimmy of salt and some pepper. There's actually deceptively a lot less for the veggie layer, isn't there? You could load this up, put all different types of veg in there. I can't believe there's no more veg on that. Okay. I'll just bring those in just for comparison a little bit. Veggie section, beef section, chicken section, now egg section. I've got the pan again and added a little bit of oil in there. So what we'll do is dump in one more bit of onion, okay? We've used so much onion today. And another tomato, so a bit like the beef section. Some salt and some pepper. And I got this section wrong. There is no bacon in the egg bit. However, we topped the whole thing with bacon later on. So my vegetarian discussion just then, you might want to admit that. That's kind of like self-sufficient for now. So we're gonna get the eggs ready. 6 eggs in there. I hope it's going to be an oof. In goes the egg. I mean, we could just leave it and it'll be some crazy omelette, but we are going to sort of scramble this egg. It shouldn't take long at all, to be honest. And there we go. Straight in there. Wow. Our final section is done. So in order the way we cook them, chicken, beef, veg, and egg are 4 sections. And let's be honest, now this is what we've all come here for. Let's try and build this thing. I'm really excited, intrigued, not scared, because I could just eat this right now. Kind of like an edible drum kit. Edible drum kit, I don't know, I've never ever said that in my life, and I don't know if I'll say it again. Yeah, probably will. All right, step 1, generously spray a sheet tray with cooking oil spray. So we overhang half of it around the edges. And I'm fairly certain in the video, I saw that they put 2 in the middle, like in this section. Place 6 around the border of the sheet, and then 1 in the middle. Can we bring this in? I think we can get away with it. Yeah, here we go. I look like some sort of tortilla carpet salesman. Right. That is not something you see every day. It looks like some sort of flour, doesn't it? Well, it is made of flour. Dad joke. So here we've got a mixture of cheeses, mozzarella, cheddar, red Leicester, all combined like that. I wonder if that's going to help bond those joins together. So it's not a lot of cheese. So I'm not expecting it to be massively gooey once this is done, because you could get that epic sort of cheese pull thing from it. But I think we're beyond that today. So it's telling me to scoop the chicken into the upper left corner. Now this is actually my upper right as I look at it, and your bottom left. So I completely did that wrong. Yeah, that is a good amount. And I've got a bit left. I'll see how we go with the other stuff. I might try and bring it over. It might not be perfectly symmetrical, which will certainly annoy some people, but that's fine. So in the upper right goes the onion pepper mixture. Now the beef, and on goes the egg, which is still quite warm. Look at that, that might actually melt the cheese. Wow. So for reference, out of all of those, I've actually got half of the beef mixture left and half of the egg mixture left. So I could have got away with 3 eggs and the same amount of beef as the chicken. Now it's told me to top it with the cooked bacon, which of course I haven't done. Damn. And as this chopping board has played such an important role today, the bacon's going down there. And surprise, surprise, bacon equals keen pug. This is really, really heavy. So I'm just gonna get the bacon and sprinkle it on the top. Like the whole veggie element of this is gone now. Next step is to get the tostadas, so like the corn shells. Now I'm gonna just have to sporadically put out layers like this, or actually, to be fair, little tortilla corn chips would have been absolutely fine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, the rest of the cheese on top, just enough. Some of these quantities are slightly out. I would have done more veggie mixture and more chicken looking back, and more cheese. All right, and now one solo tortilla goes in there, into the center. Fold over the tortillas so they cover up the fillings and touch the center tortilla. Here we go. That's touching it. That's touching it. Ooh, do we have to get a bit creative here? Oh yeah, and do the fold like that. Oh, yes. It's like wrapping a birthday present. Oh no, I need another tortilla. It's not quite covering the whole thing. That's okay, I bought 18 of them. That goes over there. Look at this. That is, that is amazing. Okay, so I believe we put this on and then an oven-proof weight, like a skillet. I haven't really got, I've got the frying pans. Oh, these bacon beads are quite heavy. I'll pour those in. Wow, that is not something you see every day. Oh my gosh. Is this gonna even fit? Oh no, how's it gonna fit? Okay. It should fit. It should legitimately fit. I can't even see. It's not fitting. No! The rack is getting in the way. See, I can fit it in like that, and then can I slide that over the top? Oh, I think this is gonna be my best bet. Just slide that over the top. That's actually perfect. I don't need to put the weight in there, because it can't go up. Oh my gosh. Right, so that is effectively covering the top. So we're warming it all through. Then we take the tray off in a little while. Thank goodness we managed to sort that somehow. I will say though, for the amount of cooking we've done, the washing up, reusing that pan, has actually made it quite minimal indeed. So I have done like some cake recipes where I've made way more mess than that. So let's see what happens in a little jiffy. Oh, look at that colour. Wow. Okay. This is the bottom of it. We want the other side to be flipped over onto the board. I'm just gonna take a minute. So as long as I get this onto here, oh right, I could line it up. Yeah, okay. And this is gonna be really heavy. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need help. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck. No, I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck. Am I stuck? I am sort of stuck. So if we get this out of the way, hopefully this isn't burnt. I'm gonna let you guys look before I do, which is always a risk. Oh, look at that, that's amazing. Yes. Okay, so I have got sour cream and salsa there. If my maths is correct, 15 portions of Crunchwrap Supreme with 4 different flavors, or potentially even more if they've mingled. Look at that, that is crazy. Straight in there, oh it's falling out. Amazing, the gooey cheese. Maybe I'll just spread it on top. And some salsa. I mean, does this really matter, the salsa and the sour cream right now? Let's... Oh. Hot but pleasant. Woo! Let's not beat around the bush here. We know what we put in there. We know it's going to be good. It's just a case of the presentation, how it worked, the theory of it. Kind of like gigantic batch party cooking at its best. You've just got to remember what end you put the filling in as well. But it's all merged together. A nice firmed up tortilla. I got the crunch in the middle. There's just enough cheese in there for a goo. Absolutely incredible. You guys wanted to see me do this for a couple of years, and I've ticked that box, and I'm very happy about that tick. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give the video a like and share it, and perhaps consider subscribing. And if you want, consider becoming a patron for early access extended videos and supporting the channel like with the ingredients cost, like these lovely people on the screen right now. Down below is a random video that YouTubers suggested. If you fancy, click on it. Cheers.